Hi everyone, Brian Crawl here, and I'm here in old San Juan, Puerto Rico, right in front of the School of Art, very beautiful building, and one of the castles here to bring you a very special, important video on what to do with yourself when you are not happy with your life. And that is to kill yourself and to then be reborn by reinventing yourself, okay? Not by actually killing yourself physically, right? But psychologically and spiritually, okay? You have to kill the person that you are not happy with, and then recreate and reinvent yourself and rebuild yourself into someone and something new that is who and what you want to be. I've been just touring around the world looking for a culture that I like enough to want to stay in and make my home. And the problem is that as a social scientist and activist, my key focus is on the social issues of the world that I find in different cultures and addressing them and trying to find solutions for them and create awareness about these social issues and their solutions, right? But being so focused on the social issues is, of course, not positive, not pleasant, right? And I'm a social activist because I care a lot about these social issues, right? So a lot of times I am in a culture and I notice these social issues and I think to myself, well, this isn't a place that I could live, right? I can't live in a place that has these social issues. So I found myself unhappy with a lot of cultures that I have been to, and especially here in Latin Americas, which are very behind the times, basically stuck in the dark ages. And I was actually planning on living here in the Latin Americas for some time. And there was one specific environment I was planning on spending a lot of time in, but when I got there, things were just so dark and disturbing to me that I was like, I couldn't even stay here, I think, more than a week. Even that will be a bit much for me. And these social issues were just so much that it made me very instantly depressed. And I was also in the middle of a Latin American tour at that point. And I thought to myself, well, if it's these Latin American cultures and things within them, like, the bad governments, the poverty and such, that is causing these issues, then, I can't expect it to be different in any other countries in Latin America. And so I didn't even know where to go next, because I thought, well, I can't go anywhere in Latin America, and those were all the places that I wanted to go, right? And I can't even think of any other place in the world that I want to go now. So I don't even know where to go or what to do with myself. And I felt really depressed and hopeless and lost. Just like lost in this big world without a home, not knowing where to go or what to do. It was a very sad and scary feeling, and it made me feel like I didn't even want to be in this world anymore, and I started having suicidal thoughts. So I reached out to my best friend. His name is MGTOW, and he is a psychoanalyst and behavioral scientist and coach in Brazil. And I told him, I was like, dude, these cultures have so many issues. I can't even be here anymore because it's just depressing me. It's really disturbing how these places are caught in the dark ages, and I don't want to be here anymore. But the problem is I don't know where else in the world I even want to go. I don't even think there is anywhere I want to go. And I kind of feel like I should just kill myself because I don't think I want to be in this world anymore. And he, in his infinite wisdom, said to me, Brian, if you're feeling like killing yourself, then that's exactly what you should do. That is the answer. You should kill yourself. But not physically. You need to kill yourself metaphorically, okay? He said to me that the problem was coming from within myself, right? Because something within me was attracting me to these cultures. And in order to become happy and find my place in the world and create a life in the world that will make me happy, I needed to reinvent myself yet again. And that was just the best advice he could have given. And it's just one of those times where you're getting this advice that is advice you should have been able to know yourself and think of and give to yourself in those moments, but you just couldn't. And so now I am in the process of reinventing myself and recreating my lifestyle yet again for the umpteenth time. And it's an exciting process too. It's really good medicine for when you're depressed, to recreate yourself and your life, because it's so exciting and inspiring and adventurous to be exploring the new world of possibilities that's out there for you. And just creating this new persona and identity for yourself that's going to be the person who you really want to be someone who you can self-actualize in, and creating a new lifestyle for yourself that will make you happier and more fulfilled. And it is just like how when a civilization is failing and starting to crumble, or even maybe has been destroyed by either war or natural disaster or something, you then need to rebuild a new, better civilization in the ashes of the old. And the ashes of the old civilization actually make for the perfect foundation for a new one. But you first have to completely pave over all of the ruins of the past civilization and make sure that they are fully eradicated so that you can then have a solid foundation for the new one. Just as how Puerto Rico has done this in the past year after the hurricane basically destroyed huge amounts of Puerto Rico, and they're working on rebuilding their civilization and making it even better, okay? And that's exactly what you need to do with your life and yourself anytime you feel like your way of doing things is failing and you're just not succeeding and finding happiness and feeling like you are the person who you want to be with doing things in the old way. Okay, you need to then reinvent yourself and recreate yourself into something new, bigger, better, more beautiful, something that will be more successful, more fulfilling, and more self-actualizing, and make you happy and feel like the person that you want to be, living the life that you want to live. Problem is that most people do not make changes to themselves when they are unhappy, and they spend their lives completely stuck in their ways, doing things that do not work, just falling into this routine habitual behaviors and not being successful, not reaching their dreams, and not even growing and maturing and progressing, let alone succeeding as a person. They're not self-actualizing in life, okay? They just spend their lives stuck in a rut, being unhappy and not ever doing anything about it, and then they end up dying miserable, full of regrets. And this is because depression and unhappiness can actually cause defeatist behavior, all right? But don't let yourself fall into the trap of defeatism, all right? Anytime that you are feeling unhappy or maybe stuck in ways that are unsuccessful, you need to destroy your old ways of doing things that are not working for yourself, okay? And even kill your old self and completely eradicate who you are, that you are not happy with, and that is not working for you, right? And recreate yourself and your life into something new and bigger and better that you will re-engineer to make sure that it is going to work and succeed and make you happy and self-actualized and feel the way that you want to feel. So I hope that has been of help to you.
That concludes this video. Thanks for listening. I hope I mansplained that good enough for you. If you like what you heard, please click the like button, and if you feel you gained some value from this video and would like to give some back, please do so with the PayPal link below, because your support helps fund me doing this work and fight the good fight for men like you. If you are ready to take the red pill and wake up from the matrix, well then, I have the perfect book for you. The Bible of Esoteric Knowledge is a super concise, dense, info-packed philosophy textbook, written in the same verse format as the Bible, but combining multiple different, highly esoteric philosophies such as Taoism, Hinduism, Buddhism, shamanism, ancient paganism, and a special balance between theoretical physics and metaphysics, along with some special bonus info on the cryptic secrets of sexuality and death. This book will stimulate your intellectual philosopher's mind like no other, especially since it's a lot shorter and easier to read than most philosophy books made up entirely of run-on sentences and never-ending paragraphs, and can be quite boring and exhaustive. Full of all the most fascinating mystical secrets of the universe, gratify your inner geek and quench your thirst for meaning with the Bible of Esoteric Knowledge. Get your copy at the link below for a special sale price today. Enlightenment has never been so easy.